Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Finance with Avern. CD rates have continued to shift since my last update in December 2024, with one account actually climbing, multiple accounts dropping, and there's a brand new number one that took the top spot for February 2025. The Federal Reserve has held rates steady, but with inflation cooling and economic growth slowing in some areas, multiple rate cuts are expected later this year. That means the opportunity to lock in a high-yield CD at today's elevated rates may not last much longer. In this video, I'm going over the top 5 CD certificate of deposit accounts ranked by APY annual percentage yield for February 2025. And there's going to be an honorable mention section featuring some well-known financial institutions with high-yield CD accounts. Then I'll highlight some of the accounts that dropped out of the previous top 5 list before revealing the updated ranking list. And after the top 5 list, I'll go over common features that these CD accounts share and what to consider when choosing the right one for you. And I'm going to give some background information on the financial institutions for all of these accounts. And in the top 5 list, I'll also give a calculation example of a certain amount of money in each one of those CDs to show you and tell you how much interest would be gained over the term of that specific CD. And one thing I want to show you here is the average national rate for CD accounts before we jump into the honorable mentions. You see it right there on the screen. National rates right now for CD accounts are ranging from like 0.23% to shy of 2%. 3-month CDs averaging 1.47%, 6-month CDs at 1.64%, and 12-month CDs at 1.82%. However, every account that I'm going over and showing you in this video is more than double the national average rates. Yes, so when I say high yield, I definitely mean it. Let's get into it here, starting with the honorable mentions. First up here, we have Capital One with their 12-month certificate of deposit at 4% APY. There's no minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Capital One, a very well-known financial institution and one of the top 10 largest banks in the United States based on total assets. I've had accounts with them before and haven't had any major issues with them. Enjoyed using the accounts. They typically have a nice high yield on their savings and some of their CD accounts, and they often have like special CD rates going on with certain, months and everything. Like maybe it'll be a 13-month here or a 9-month or a 12-month, kind of like a promotional CD. And I actually make shorts videos sometimes on promotional CDs that are available. And I've made a couple on Capital One CDs. And with Capital One, they were founded in 1994 as a spinoff from Signet Financial, which is now a part of Wells Fargo. Capital One Financial Corporation is an American bank holding company specializing in credit cards, auto loans, and various personal and business bank accounts. And their headquarters is in McLean, Virginia. Next honorable mention here is the Ally 6-month certificate of deposit at 4.05% APY. Previously, this CD account was at 4.20% APY a couple of months ago. However, it's since been lowered. And when you go through the video here, you're going to see that that's kind of a common theme going on, the lowering of APYs. So this is the only one for sure. But with the Ally CD account, there's no minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Ally is another great financial institution that I've banked with personally that I didn't have any major issues with. Enjoyed using the accounts I had with them. And I like the app interface as well. Not very crowded, not a lot going on with the app, but not super minimum where it just looks very bare, anything like that. It's a good mix of information and details and not too much going on with the user interface with Ally. And with Ally Financial, they were formerly known as GMAC, General Motors Acceptance Corporation, until 2010. GMAC was founded in 1919 by General Motors, and Ally is one of the largest car finance companies in the United States. Ally Bank offers various accounts, including checking, savings, investment products, CD accounts, and more. Ally headquarters is in Detroit, Michigan. And another honorable mention on the list here is the Marcus by Goldman Sachs 9-month certificate of deposit. And yes, you see that right on the screen. That is a green arrow, something you won't see for the rest of the video, except for this account right here. So yeah, Marcus by Goldman Sachs actually raised the APY on 2 of their CDs. And this is one of them. The 9-month CD account was previously at 4.10% a couple of months ago. However, it's since been raised up to 4.30% APY. And they also have a 12-month CD that was previously at 4.10%. and it's been raised as well to 4.25% for that one. And they also have a 6-month CD. That one they kept steady. It's still at 4.10%, which is what it was at a couple of months ago. And for all of these CD accounts with Markets by Goldman Sachs, there's a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open them, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Markets by Goldman Sachs is an online bank that offers a savings account and multiple term CD accounts. Markets by Goldman Sachs is a brand of the Goldman Sachs Bank that was launched in 2016. Goldman Sachs is one of the largest banks in the United States based on total assets and was founded in 1869 in New York, where their headquarters still remains. And another honorable mention here is the Synchrony 13-month certificate of deposit at 4.35% APY. And there's no minimum initial deposit required to open this CD, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Synchrony Financials is a consumer financial services company that offers consumer financing products, including credit, financing, loyalty programs, installment lending to industries, and more. Synchrony has roots that go back to 1932 when GE Capital Retail Bank was started. In 2014, GE eventually spun off the portion of its GE Capital business dedicated to retail credit cards and indicated that the new company would be called Synchrony Financial, and their headquarters is in Stamford, Connecticut. And the last honorable mention I want to talk about here is the popular direct 6-month certificate of deposit. A couple of months ago, this CD account was at 4.50% APY. However, since then, it's been lowered 0.05% down to 4.45% APY. Just a slight little un poquito lowering of the APY right there, 4.45% APY. There's a $10,000 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Yeah, they lowered the APY, but this is the smallest lowering of an APY that I've seen. Typically, it's like 0.20%, 0.50%, even 1 whole percentage point, which I actually show you in the accounts that dropped out of the top 5. There is an account that lowered a whole percentage point. But going back to this institution, Popular Direct was launched in 2016 as an online-only bank that's a subsidiary of Popular Bank. Popular Incorporated was founded in 1893 and does business as Banco Popular in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands, and Popular Bank in the United States. Popular Direct offers an online savings account and various term CD account. Popular headquarters is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you see right there, a picture of it on the screen. Actually, I took that photo when I was down in Puerto Rico back in October last year. Very nice headquarters. You see it right there lit up at nighttime. I drove by and I was like, whoa, hold on. That's Popular Direct headquarters. I got to take a picture of that. But yeah, there it is right there. All right. So yeah, that is the honorable mention section. Let's go on to accounts that dropped out of the previous top 5 ranking list that I made. And first up here, we have the Poppy Bank 6-month certificate of deposit. And this is the account I was talking about that dropped a whole percentage point. So yeah, this account was previously at number 1 in my ranking video, December 2024 at 5% APY. However, since then, it's been lowered down to 4% APY. There's a $1,000 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Poppy Bank was established in 2005 and has branches across California with a headquarters in Santa Rosa, California. Poppy Bank specializes in business lending, including commercial loans and lines of credit, commercial real estate, and more. They also offer various business and personal deposit accounts. And here is another account that dropped out of my previous top 5 ranking list. The Newtek Bank 6-month certificate of deposit was previously at number 3 on my list at 4.75% APY. However, in the past 2 months, they've lowered the APY down to 4.25% APY. There's a $2,500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account and a maximum account deposit amount of $250,000. With this account, the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Newtek Bank is backed by Newtek One, which is a publicly traded company. Newtek One offers payment, lending, insurance, and technology products. Newtek Bank was founded in 1963, and they offer personal savings accounts and CD accounts and business savings and checking accounts. Newtek Bank headquarters is in Miami, Florida. And another account that has been dropped out of the top 5 list is the Bank 5 Connect 3-month certificate of deposit. On my ranking video in December 2024, this account was tied at number 3 at 4.75% APY. However, since then, it's been lowered down to 4.35% APY. There's a $500 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Bank 5 Connect was created in 2013 as an online division of Bank 5. Bank 5 was founded in 1855 with a headquarters in Fall River, Massachusetts. Bank 5 Connect offers DIF Depositors Insurance Fund protection on top of the FDIC protection, which protects deposits in excess of $250,000. Bank 5 Connect offers savings and checking accounts, CD accounts, and credit cards. And now let's get into the top 5 list. Starting here with a tie at number 5. First up here, we have the Bread Financial 6-month certificate of deposit account. Previously, this account was at 4.70%. However, in the past couple of months, it's been lowered down to 4.50% APY. There's a $1,500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account and a maximum account deposit amount of $1 million. The interest for this account is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Bread Financial 6-month certificate of deposit account at 4.50% APY, after 6 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,556.31. So total interest earned of around $556.31. Bread Financial is a financial services company offering credit cards, loans, savings, and CD accounts. Bread Financials was formerly known as Alliance Data, which was formed by a combination of JCPenney's credit card processing unit and the Limited's credit card bank business. Alliance Data changed its name to Bread Financial Holdings in March 2022. Bread Savings is a product of the Community Capital Bank and was founded in 1996 with a headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. Also tied at number 5 is the Quantic 3-month certificate of deposit account at 4.50% APY. The APY for this account has stayed steady in the past couple of months. And with this account, there's a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open it, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Quantic 3-month certificate of deposit account at 4.50% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $25,000 would be about $25,276.62. Quantic Bank is a digital-based bank headquartered in Astoria, New York. Quantic offers personal checking, savings, and CD accounts, as well as a variety of mortgage loan products. In late 2009, a real estate developer and entrepreneur bought Golden First Bank, which was a small troubled bank in Great Neck, New York, with $24 million in assets. The terms of the sale allowed him to buy the bank with a clean balance sheet, and with that, he assembled a new team, injected fresh capital, and renamed it Quantic Bank. And at number 4 is the CIBC 6-month certificate deposit account at 4.51% APY. There's a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this CIBC 6-month certificate of deposit account at 4.51% for 6 months with the interest compounding monthly, after 6 months, that $25,000 would be about $25,557.53. CIBC stands for Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, which is a Canadian multinational banking and financial services corporation headquartered at CIBC Square in the financial district of Toronto, Ontario. CIBC was formed in 1961 through a merger between Canadian Bank of Commerce, which was founded in 1867, and Imperial Bank of Canada, which was founded in 1873. CIBC US provides commercial, wealth management, personal, and small business financial solutions and cross-border banking services to clients with North American operations, and their U.S. headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. And at number 3 is the Total Bank CD accounts. They have a 3-month and 6-month at the same APY. Previously, these CD accounts were at 4.76% a couple of months ago. However, since then, they've been lowered down to 4.61%. There's a $25,000 minimum deposit required to open any of these CDs and a $1 million deposit maximum. With these CD accounts, the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. And with the CD accounts at Total Bank, they have state restrictions, and they state that Total Bank can conduct business anywhere in the U.S. with exception of American Samoa, Florida, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. In a calculation example for one of these CDs, if you had $25,000 in the Total Bank 6-month CD account at 4.61% APY with the interest compounding daily. After 6 months, that $25,000 would be about $25,569.76. Total Bank is a division of City National Bank of Florida, which was founded in 1946. The parent company of National Bank of Florida is Banco de Crédito y Inversiones, one of Latin America's largest banks and the second largest bank in Chile. Total Direct Bank offers CD and money market accounts. And at number 2 is the Basque Bank 3-month certificate of deposit at 4.65% APY. This is another CD account at a financial institution that has held pretty steady with its APY. This account was on my previous top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY list at 4.65% and is still holding steady with that APY. With this account at Basque Bank, there's a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open it, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Basque Bank 3-month CD at 4.65% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,285.69. Basque Bank is an online bank that offers one savings account that earns interest and another that earns American Airlines miles, as well as multiple term CD accounts. Basque Bank is a division of Texas Capital Bank, which was founded in 1998, and their headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. And at number 1 is the Mutual One Bank 3-month certificate of deposit at 4.80% APY. There's a $500 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. This is the first time Mutual One Bank has been featured on any of my ranking list videos. So yeah, I did some more research on the bank and the CD accounts, and this one stood out with that high yield at 4.80% APY, and it has taken over the top spot for CD accounts ranked by APY for February 2025. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Mutual One Bank 3-month certificate of deposit at 4.80% APY with the interest compounding monthly, after 3 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,294.75. Mutual One Bank is a Massachusetts state chartered mutual bank originally formed in 1889 as Framingham Cooperative Bank. In 2012, Framingham Cooperative Bank merged with Natick Federal Savings Bank, and the name of the combined banks became Mutual One Bank to reflect the union of two mutual banks into one new entity. Mutual One Bank offers various business and personal deposit accounts and loans, and their headquarters is in Framingham, Massachusetts. And now I want to go over some of the features that all of these CD accounts have in common, so I didn't have to repeat it for every account on the list. So all of the accounts in this video are FDIC insured. So they have the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation backing with them. And that is an independent agency that was created by Congress during the Great Depression to maintain stability and public confidence in the nation's financial system. And typically they're going to protect your account up to $250,000. So if something went wrong with the bank or financial institution that you have your money in, the CD account, savings account, or whatever that are FDIC insured, then the FDIC would step in and pretty much make you whole. So you would not lose your money, even if that bank collapsed or went under, bankrupt, anything like that. You will be made whole. Your funds will be returned to you by the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And actually, no customer has ever lost funds in an FDIC insured bank, even if that bank has gone under or gone bankrupt. No customer with an FDIC insured bank has ever lost funds since the FDIC was created. So it's very important for your money to be FDIC insured. I personally would not open an account with any bank or financial institution that was not FDIC insured. So yeah, next up here, all of the APYs are fixed rate APYs, which means the rate that you get when you sign up for these CD accounts will remain the same for the length of the CD. So if it's a 9-month CD, 6-month CD, no matter how long it is, the APY you get when you sign up is going to remain the same throughout. So even if that bank lowers the APY for that specific term CD next month or 2 months from now, that won't pertain to you. You will keep the same APY that you got when you sign up. So you're pretty much locking in that rate, locking in that APY. So that works both ways though. However, if the rate goes up next month or 2 months from now, then you would still get that same rate that you had before, that lower rate, basically. So it kind of goes both ways. It can work for you, it kind of against you having a fixed rate. A fixed rate is typically good because you know how much you're going to get paid with your interest. You know, no matter what's going on with the market, the economy, the federal funds rate, anything like that, you lock in that certain rate and you know, okay, for the next 6 months, for the next year, for the next 14 months, however long, this is the APY I'm getting on that
amount of money that I put in the CD. So yes, all of the accounts in this video have fixed rate APYs, which is pretty much a standard thing with CD, certificate of deposit accounts. That's one of the things that makes them different from savings accounts, because savings accounts typically have variable rate APYs. No matter how long you have your money, you just have your money sitting in a savings account, and that APY could change like 3-4 times in a year, basically. So that's one of the main differences between savings accounts and CD accounts, is that rate being fixed with CD accounts and the rates being variable with savings accounts. Next up here, common feature that all of these accounts have is that none of them have a monthly maintenance fee. So you don't have to worry about any kind of $2, $3 fee or anything being thrown at you just for having the account open. Next on the list, there is an early withdrawal penalty that ranges between these accounts. So you put your money in these accounts for this certain term limit, 6 months, 9 months, however long. So you're pretty much locked into that period. You can take your money out, the principal amount you put in the interest. However, you will get hit with a penalty, and that ranges sometimes like 180 days worth of interest or 60 days worth of interest. Different banks and financial institutions have different penalty amounts. Now, often you can take the interest that you earn out every month. So once the interest is paid out, you could typically, on a lot of accounts, transfer that to a different account or something like that, take that out, and that's fine. You won't get a penalty for that. However, if you try to take that principal amount, however amount your CD is, $10,000, $7,000, $20,000, $50,000, whatever it is you put in the CD, if you try to take that out before the term limit ends, that 6 months, 9 months, whatever the term limit is, then you will get hit with the penalty. Now, there are no penalty CDs where you can withdraw all of your money out anytime and not get hit with the penalty. Typically, there's like a lockup period for like 7 days or something like that, or 10 days, different kind of ranges. But after that, you can take your money out within that 6 months, 9 months, or however, and not get hit with a penalty. Those are no penalty CD accounts. And I do make top 5 lists for no penalty CD accounts. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in that, if you want to check that out. So yeah, those accounts do exist, and there are some nice high APYs with some of those accounts as well. But yeah, on this list, these top 5 CD accounts do have a penalty associated with them if you take the money out early. So typically, a CD account is good for somebody who has a lump sum of money, wants to earn a nice high yield on it, wants that money to be safe and not lose value of the principal, and wants to be able to get to that money at a certain time and earn interest on it, basically. But yeah, all of these accounts do have an early withdrawal penalty associated with them that ranges if you were to do that with the money that you put in the account. Also, there are various initial deposit requirements for the CD accounts in this video. Some of them don't have an initial deposit requirement, and some of them do, whether it be $500, $1,000, and so on and so on. So yeah, there are various initial deposit requirements with the CD accounts on this list. And also, all the banks and financial institutions on this list have a mobile app available on the Apple and Google Play app stores, where you can check out your account and do different things with your account on your phone with the mobile app that's on the app store from that financial institution. So it makes it very convenient to be able to check out your account.
All right, that wraps up the top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY for February 2025. With the Fed expected to cut rates later this year, locking in a competitive CD now could be a smart move. Let me know in the comments which account stood out to you, or if you have any experience with the CD accounts of these financial institutions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the best high yield opportunities, bank bonuses, welcome offers, financial education, investing tips, and more. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.